What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got one of my customers and subscribers bringing his 2020 Super Duty in STX, got 10,000 miles on it, and we're getting the fuel filters replaced for the first time. If anybody doesn't know, their 2020 Super Duty fuel filter part number is that. Come with me tonight, you guys, and let's get these fuel filters installed. All right, let's go. All right, so like I said, we're gonna be replacing the fuel filters on this truck. Got 10,000 miles on it, I think almost 11, and he's doing his first filter change. And I wanna explain the procedure and what you were to be expecting if you guys tried doing your fuel filters by yourself at home on the best truck on the planet. So I am not gonna be doing this on my back. For one, I have a hoist and I'm going to utilize it for such. And two, I want to illustrate how to properly change your fuel filters without getting a mess, and more so not taking a bath in diesel fuel, because I hate that. So I am going to lift it up, and then I'm going to show you the tools I'm going to use and the technique to get these installed. All right, let's go. We got the truck up, and I did say this is a 2020. Oh snap, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fuel filters. So I do not usually take this off, but for illustration purposes I wanted to. Get you a little screwdriver or a trim tool or a pair of thinly jawed pliers and pull this middle tab out, and then you'll be able to pull this whole clip out. You're gonna repeat that step for all three clips, and once you get it popped out, you probably could pull on the plastic piece to aid in removal. There we go. And then you can totally remove this from the vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set this on the hoist arm so we can keep track of all of our stuff. Like I said, all of our stuff. And the next course of action is you're gonna wanna disconnect the whiff sensor. And I usually just kind of tuck that up out of the way so it's not flopping at me. Next, you guys might ask, what is this yellow thing? This is the water fuel drain valve. It needs to be drained every single month. I get a lot of questions about fuel filter maintenance. This is one of the reasons why I'm making this video. However, I do want to add this. Please, please, please get into the regimen of draining this every month. It's not that hard to do. You just do a little quarter turn, it's gonna drain. Water is on the bottom, it's gonna drain out first. If you had any, you can let this drain until it stops, or you can just let it drain for a few minutes and then close it back up. But you can see how far it's actually twisting when it stops. So we're gonna go ahead and get our drain pan here, and we're gonna drain the housing until it stops. So here we go. We're gonna quarter turn it, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. I don't know how long it's gonna take, and we'll see how long this is gonna take. Okay, currently, right now, I've been letting it drain for about 5 minutes, and you can see how much is coming out. I'm gonna let it drain for a few minutes more, and then, only then, oh, and it's just stopping now. Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and close this once I stop this section of the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and then get all these perimeter bolts. They're all 8 millis. There's 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this corner, and we are gonna show you how to take this down. So, screw it, I'll just tighten it now. Ain't nothing else we're gonna be waiting for. Tight. Okay, so I am going to start removing them. These are caged in here, so they're not gonna fall out on you. And I'm loosening it. It's not coming anymore. You can see we got a little bit of gap separation here. There's no certain order to take the bolts out. But now that I am on the last one, I am supporting the filter cap to the housing. A little more difficult to do when you got that cover on, but it's totally up to you. So right now we are all loose, and I'm just going to wiggle. You can see the gap here. It's not coming down yet. I'm barely holding it. Something stopping it. There we go. I just broke the plastic bond between the filter and inside the housing. Okay, so he's coming down. I'm not getting douched on. It's a complete cartridge just like this, and I want to show you guys right here. It is showing you how to remove the filter. We have a removal arrow and an install arrow. We are literally doing exactly as it said. We're removing it from the side, and we are lifting it out of the housing. You see the feet? The feet are right there on the bottom of the filter, and it is going into the cap. You can see the feet, they slide right in there. And right here is our water and fuel sensor. So I don't know what the threshold is, but obviously it has to be high enough for water to be detected by these two pins here. Once the water shorts those pins out, and then we have the whiff light illuminated. So it is very, very crucial to drain this housing every month, because we do not know what the threshold of how much water can be in here. That may be too late. Don't let that be you. Drain your water separator every month. Okay, so before we go ahead and put the new filter in, I want you guys to get the old O-ring out. And it's just a press-in-place gasket. It's not a big deal. But, you know, inspect the vehicle for any debris that may be floating around here. I see just a couple of particles. No big deal. I see maybe just one little tiny piece of metal right there, but nothing abnormal. I'm just going to go ahead and just totally dump that out, and I will clean that out with some brake clean. But let's go over to the bench, and I'm going to show you guys the new filters for your 2020 Super Duty. I cannot emphasize this enough. Protect your engine. Replace with Motorcraft. Motorcraft, where are you? I'm repping you every time. Only stuff to use. Make sure it's in your Powerstroke. This is the part number for your 2020. It comes with both filters. It comes with a new gasket, and it comes with a kit that needs to be installed on your return line, and it does come with instructions. The 17 through 19s had this to be installed, but the 20s, I believe the return line is a little bit different, so I don't know exactly if we're going to be using this, but we are going to at least try. So let's go back over to underneath the truck. All right, back under the truck, we got our new gasket. I've already brake cleaned that housing, or this lid cover out. Come on, gasket. Just going to go ahead and just push that all the way in so it's flush all the way around. I shouldn't say flush in the groove. You guys can see the gasket sticking up a little bit, but you want it to be flush all the way around in manner of speaking. And see how it's nice and smooth here, or flat and uniform, and here it's raised up. Make sure you don't have any raised edges. You want to make sure that gasket is totally pushed all the way down. So what I do next is to which way does the filter go in? Well, you guys remember what side of the housing this was on, so we took it down like this. So here again are our arrows. We are going to put it in the housing lid. You can see this little black thing meets up with this little black thing. Just kind of set it over there, and then we are going to clip it in. I pushed it this way. It doesn't go far. That's off, and that's on. That's off, and that's on. There's nothing to it, you guys. So as we take it up, you are going to notice that this is, floppy. It'll straighten out once you get it up here in the housing. All the bolt holes should meet. You guys see how that went right up effortlessly. And then I'm just gonna run them up. Just get this one, it's not tight. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draw all the other ones up to make sure all the holes are lined up and they're not gonna be cross-thread anything. You guys are welcome to use hand tools if you haven't done this before. All 5 of them are snug. We're gonna go for the final tighten. Don't forget to reconnect your whiff sensor. And all of this stuff here I don't like. So I like to get my brake clean and brake clean this off because I don't like any residue for the customer to see. So get this yellow thing all nice and yellow. I'm totally satisfied with that. And then finally the cover. The same way we took it off. We just got our little push pins, clips. Just line them up with the hole, push it on, and then we got our one on the driver's side. Same thing. Just put it in the hole and push the middle in. So that completes our lower fuel filter replacement on this 2020. The next thing you have to do before you go and replace the upper one is you need to get in the vehicle and turn the key on for 10 seconds 6 times. Turn the key on, wait 10 seconds. Shut the key off, turn the key back on, wait 10 seconds, do that 6 times. Then you can start replacing your upper filter. All right, so we just got done changing the lower fuel filter. Shout out to No Limit. We're worrying about this Motorcraft stuff right now. Only the best. We've already cycled the key, and these fuel connections are just a little different than what we're accustomed to. So you guys saw this was like this. I am both sides, this is where my thumb is now. I'm gonna try to work both of them out. You can see that clip is sliding out. I need my little screwdriver, get just a little bit more. So once you get that line off, you're gonna wanna just pull. I just kind of pulled and twisted. We're gonna get the fuel leaking out. And then this one, we got 2 little fingers right here. You can hear that one, you can hear this one. We have to push the 2 fingers in towards the middle of the line and then push the clip up. No big deal. And then you go ahead and twist and pull that line off. I like to take this one and I like to go just like this, get it around, so now it's out of my way, I'm not leaking, I'm not gonna accidentally break this guy. This is a new style return line like I was telling you guys, and it's similar in clipping. The green one is similar in disconnecting like the white one was. We gotta take our 2 little feet right here, these 2 green ones, and try to slide them back and slide them up at the same time. Come on, I got one. There it goes, it's coming. Need my little screwdriver, give it some persuasion, just like that. Okay, so that is totally up all the way. And again, you just want to twist and pull. This is real gentle. Don't go trying to bust this. Like I was showing you, I'm gonna put that one there too. Like I was showing you with that clip that came in the bag, I don't necessarily know if it is going to go for this particular application. So to get this filter out, you just saw what I did while I was talking. I'm just gonna turn it towards the back of the vehicle and wiggle and lift up, taking care to keep the nozzles like this because you don't want to be spilling stuff all over. And then come back and get the new one and follow the same thing. This eye right here is supposed to meet up with the eye in here, so you get used to it, but you know where to orientate the filter so it literally falls right in, like you're not supposed to be forcing it or anything. So again, as we were working, this clip slid forward a little bit, so make sure the clip is all the way out before you go ahead and slide it on. Okay, go ahead and pull that guy off. Get our plastic clip, make sure it's up and out. Go ahead and clip that back down. And our return line, finally putting that on, and clipping that connector. Okay, so then now we've got this filter installed. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and follow the same key cycle that you did when you did the bottom one. Sit in the truck, turn the key on for 10 seconds, do that for 6 times. So the last thing that we need to do is to open this bag, and this is started coming out on the 650, 750s, but I don't know if this kit is going to be for our application. This fuel filter kit is for 17 through current model year. However, the 17 through 19 is a little bit different. So we do not have this kind of return line. Our return line has a 90-degree elbow there. So if you look here in figure 5, now that we're up here on the engine, you see the return line and how that line's coming out? Look at our return line. Our return line doesn't even look like that. So I can't even really affix this to this truck. I'm gonna save these for the next vehicle in case one of these tabs breaks when somebody's putting them on and can only get this in the fuel filter kit, but it's definitely not being used here in this application. So, all right, you guys, I just wanted to highlight how you remove and replace the fuel filters on your 2020 Super Duty. Make sure to drop me in the comment section if you guys have ever had to do this, if you had to take it to a place to have to do it, or if you got a bath in your driveway doing it yourself. Make sure to like, comment, sub, share, and I'll see you guys next Friday. See you.